So I think that these get really fun, but being able to use the two laws, you can use them together, which is really important. Um, and so I kind of just go about it like this. Anytime I have like a first statement, I always make sure to call it P. So if you live in Cincinnati, so living in Cincinnati is my P, then you live in Ohio. Well, I know that that's true because Cincinnati's in Ohio. So then it's if you live in Ohio, then new statement, you live in the United States. So that's my R. This is just kind of an arbitrary statement here, but it just says Ken lives in Cincinnati. Well, this Ken living in Cincinnati solidifies that this is true. So I'm going to basically be plugging it in, almost like substituting that idea that Ken lives in Cincinnati. So if Ken lives in Cincinnati, then Ken lives in Ohio. Okay? So Ken lives in Cincinnati. Therefore, Ken lives in Ohio. Based on the second one, we know that Ken lives in Ohio, which means that Ken lives in the United States. So basically, my final statement is that Ken lives in the United States. One quick thing is anytime I use the law of detachment, I get just a conclusion. Anytime I use the law of syllogism, I get a new conditional statement, which hopefully you're thinking in your head it's a if-then statement. Real quick, just so you know, I did spell Cincinnati wrong, so I'm going to respell it. Sin, two N's, A-T-I, Cincinnati.